Hey guys, today I'm going to tell you how I made a remix of Poki using just an iPhone. Uh, it's not actually this iPhone, it's the one I'm recording on, because this one is dead. I don't know if you can see that. And it's a really old phone, so you know. In all seriousness, no, I'll give you a little bit of backstory. So, this guy called John of the Forest made a song called Poki, and about a month later, he announced a remix competition. This will last from July 1st to August the 1st. I started this on July 1st. Unfortunately, I lost like half of it, and so I had to start again. I got really discouraged, so I had to like kind of rush it in the last few days. I did finish it on time, and the reason you're only seeing this video now is because obviously like embargo. So what that basically is I'm not releasing the song until he's reviewed all of the copies for the competition. So that is why you're seeing this a little bit later. So let's hop right in and I'll show you some of my thought processes and how I made the song using my iPhone. Okay, this is my iPhone, welcome. The app that I used to make this is actually GarageBand for iOS. Now I'm quickly going to show you the listing for it in the store. So if I go over to the App Store and type in GarageBand, you'll see that it's made by Apple and it's actually a really decent sort of music creation tool. Like, you'd be very surprised for what you get on mobile. Now, this is free to all Apple users. Some people have to pay for it though. I'm not really sure how it works. But if you do have it free, I definitely recommend trying to make music for it. It is 1 gig though, so just be careful of that. So hopping into the app here, you can see all my songs which I'm making. I think it's song 7. I haven't really named my songs. But we'll go through and just show you what I did. So I'm not going to be playing any music in this video. You'll have to listen to the official like contest entry. I may upload my version when it's safe to do so, but I'm not going to be playing any of the song here. So the Poki track is split into 5 different sections. We've got the acapella, ad-libs, drums, harmony, and the synth. So all these make up the entirety of the song. So what I've done is I've chopped and changed them into different things. Now, one of the main things that I had to do is timing. So timing on GarageBand is very, well, it's not great. The music will often snap. So what I do is I zoom all the way in. And if you keep going, it looks like you can't go anymore, but if you do it again, it will say snap to grid off, and this really helps lining up stuff. Sometimes I do it just before it says that, and I use these microfine adjustments. If you're not doing that, then your music will just sound out of time. Speaking of time, the original BPM for this song is 132 beats per minute. So what I did was I slowed it down to 110 beats per minute. I wanted to go with a more chilled out and sort of relaxed approach to the song. So what I did is I tried to keep it as minimalistic as possible. So as you can see, every single track, it fits on the screen right now. And I have an iPhone XR, which is a pretty big display, so it's pretty good. Time signature and key signature are all the same. I don't need to touch that. I did change a lot of some of the stuff in the song, and I'll go over that. So here, this track has a little effect on it. It's called Vintage Tube. Just basically makes it sound a lot better and more clearer. It's not used for vocals, so that's why I put that effect on. There's also lead vocals and pop overdrive. These are like presets which you can do, and you can basically change how the vocals sound. Top track has an echo on it, so I'll quickly solo this and I will play that to you.
Tuesday she pops off playing.
And there you go, that's a little echo. This top track always has an echo. It's like a master sort of effect. And if I double tap that and open up the effects panel, you can see that under echo, we have it on as well as reverb. And if I go into the settings, you can see that I've set a preset. So you can't find control echo. There are some effects you can find control, but echo is not one of them. This down here, the heavy distortion track, this is literally only used for one thing, and that is this.
ASMR.
And that is the only time it will ever be used. I wanted to single out the ASMR and make it more echoey without putting it on the echo track. And obviously, if I tried to put it on the echo track, it would overlap with this, so can't really do that. So the second track is a lesser echo, and it basically hasn't got a echo track, but at the same time, I've added a delay. So if I go into the settings, oh, sorry, did not mean to do that. If I go into the settings, you'll see that there is no echo on this track, but there is a delay. And I wanted to make a less intense echo, but I also wanted to tone down sort of the high ends of the vocals as well. Also, because of I turned down the high ends, I had to turn up the track, which is why this is already all the way up here. Already gone over this bottom track, middle track here. This track here I haven't actually done yet, so I'm actually recording this and I'm gonna like master it a bit more on the phone. But this track is for like background music, so it's hard to hear, but it basically fills in stuff where there's like not a lot of sounds going on, so the song isn't completely silent. There are parts where it does go silent, and those are for effect, but the parts where they're not meant to be silent for effect, I've literally just added in some little background stuff. Everything in this song is completely taken from these 5 files here. I haven't touched any GarageBand loops or any Apple loops, so I haven't put this in, for example. I wanted to keep it as minimalistic as possible, and I think I did a pretty good job. One other thing I would like to go over is automation. So automation, it is a little bit finicky, but automation is basically where you can control volume. So as you can see, I've ducked it down here and then brought it back up so you can hear this. Ducked it down, brought it back up, ducked it down, brought it back up. And the reason why I've done this, you'll know more clearly in the song. If I turn on this and then play this bit, if I don't have that, it sort of cuts off. You can't really hear it well in this one, but there is a track down here where it's better and you can hear it more. So I didn't want it to like cut off just randomly. So if I solo this, you see how it cuts off. But if I undo this and then go back, it slowly fades out, which is something which makes the song a little bit better and doesn't end like as sharply, if that makes sense. I don't want this to like just cut off and then just, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to explain in words. I'm not really sure what's going on with this automation here. I don't really need to know about that. Oh god. I don't know what's going on with this automation here, but it looks like I just forgot to set a point where it goes back up. But it doesn't really matter right here. So I'll just quickly do that. There we go. So that's pretty much it. The song ends while fading out, so I do have fade out enabled. And that's pretty much all I have to say. And that is the process of how I made Poki on an iPhone. GarageBand for iOS is a surprisingly powerful tool which you can use to make music and stuff like that. If you do have the Mac version, go ahead. But honestly, I think the iOS version is leagues above the Mac version. Obviously, if you've got Logic Pro for the Mac, then that's the obvious choice. But if you want to get more into music making, but are put off by a GarageBand for Mac, definitely try the iPhone version because it's so user-friendly and there's way more stuff that you can do which doesn't cover the scope of this video. There's a really good channel which you can check out which they basically recreate songs using GarageBand for iOS. I'll put it in the description. I'll put it to the side here in the little info card. Can I reach that? There. I'll put in a little info card. But he does a really good job trying to recreate well-known tracks in GarageBand for iOS. So that's all I wanted to say. One thing I do want to say, my inventory isn't the best. I know that, and obviously iPhone does have its limits. There are a lot of things that I could do to improve. I'm not an expert at creating music, so if you do have any suggestions or any comments, if you are sort of in know-how of how GarageBand works, then drop them down in the comments. I would love to hear some feedback, and maybe I can revisit this and sort of take on your feedback and advice. I know it's not the best thing and it probably won't win, but if it does, then woohoo. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this little behind the scenes and how I made Pokey Pokey. So goodbye.